Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am very excited for today's video because we are going to be reviewing how we did on our August goals and then setting our goals for September. Alrighty, so let's review how we did on our August goals. Okay, so I broke them up into 3 different categories. One was personal, one was business, and the other was financial. So starting off with personal, I had the goal to get back into the Bible and also pray more consistently. I can definitely check the box as a yes on this one. So I actually started a devotional by Priscilla Schreier. Let me get it really quick. It's right over here. So I started this one called The Armor of God by Priscilla Schreier, and I have really loved it. It's a study on the book of Ephesians, and not even the entire book. Like, it goes really in depth, mainly into chapter 6, but in any event, it's really helped me get back into the Word, and it encourages you to pray more. In fact, it has you write out your prayers at the very end and then put them up on your prayer board or wall or somewhere where you can see them every day. So I highly recommend this book, and I can check yes on that box. Next, I had to make a new recipe, which I did do. I'm trying to think, I made this honey garlic chicken thing. I'll find the recipe because I saved it on my Pinterest, and I'll post it here what it actually was. But I remember it turned out really good, and Austin was in favor of it, so I'm gonna count that as a win. Another goal of mine was to be more intentional with my friendships, and I would say that I really was this past month. I think I knew because I wrote it down as a goal. I made sure to do it. But I had 2 friends that were coming in town for other reasons, not necessarily to visit me, but I made sure to visit them while they were in town, and just tried to reach out to people more often, check in on them, and just trying to be the friend that I would like to have too. Another goal I had was to work out 4 to 5 times a week and to incorporate more cardio in those workouts. And I can only like half check this off. I did work out probably 4 to 5 times every week, but I did not do any cardio whatsoever. So I guess I will have to move that to September. Next was to go paddleboarding, which we did do. We did that just this past weekend, and it was a ton of fun. We went to Silver Springs in Ocala, which is about an hour and a half from here. And it was beautiful and a lot of fun and a great way to cool off in the summer. Next, I had to make my doctor's appointments. So I made one and I went to one appointment, and then there's another appointment I had to make, which I did not do. So again, we will move this to September. And the last personal goal for August that I had was to finish the book Never Lie by Frida McFadden, which I did do just yesterday. But I thought it was a pretty good book. It was really slow for the majority of it, I thought, but then the end got crazy with lots of twists. So I liked the ending. As a whole, I thought it was pretty good. For business goals for August, I had that I wanted to finish my brokerage's office that I am redoing with another agent in my office as well, and we are not quite done. We are so close, but I can't say I can check this one off. So again, I will put this as a September goal. Next, I wanted to finish my relocation guide. So a lot of people that especially watch me on YouTube contact me, and I want to have a guide that I can send just to give some initial information to give people an idea of what it's like to move to St. Johns County. But I unfortunately did not get around to this because I am simultaneously helping some other realtors make their buyers, sellers guides, new construction guides, things like that. So I had a lot of people reach out to me this past month, so I was too busy helping other realtors with their marketing that I didn't get to my own. So I will 100% make that a priority this month. Next, I wanted to host 2 open houses and door knock around them. I only hosted 1 open house, but it was a success. So I did vlog this open house in one of my previous videos, and there were probably like 14 or 15 people that came through, and it was a super cute house. I even called Austin when I got there early to set up and was like, I want to buy a house like this. So I only did 1 this month. We were out of town 2 of the weekends in August, so it made it a little bit more difficult. I also wanted to post 4 YouTube videos, which I did accomplish. I wanted to be more consistent on Instagram and TikTok, and I was pretty consistent on Instagram, but not so much on TikTok. So I would say that one was probably a no. I also wanted to run my back to school promotion for my high school alumni, and I did do that. It was very successful, which leads into my other goal that I wanted to start 5 new conversations about real estate, meet 5 new people, and just start establishing a relationship with them. And I did exactly that through my back to school promotion. And then my last category was financial. We wanted to tithe 10%, but also look for small ways to share an act of kindness. And honestly, I don't think we did that this month. I know we tithed at least 10%, but I don't think that I went out of my way to tip my waiter or waitress extra or pay for the person in the drive-thru behind me. So honestly, that's really bad of me, but I need to make that a priority and a more conscious effort on my part. So that will also be on September. We also wanted to continue saving for our upcoming vacations, which we did do, but then adulting happens and you get random bills in the mail and all that stuff. So we did make progress, and then we made a step back. So I'm gonna say a no on that one, and we do need to continue saving. The last one is I wanted to review our July budget and set our August budget, which we did do, and actually we did really good with our budget in July, and I'm pretty sure we're doing pretty poor with August. Alrighty, so moving on to our September goals, I'm gonna break them up into the same 3 categories: personal, business, and financial, and we will start with the personal category. So my first one is to finish this devotional. So it's a 6-week long devotional, and I'm about 2 weeks into it. So that should leave me 4 weeks left to finish it in September. So I would love to continue doing that. I also want to better prioritize date nights with Austin. So we'll make a fun dinner, a new recipe, watch a movie, or watch our Netflix show. We're watching White Collar right now, but we both said that we wanted to make a better conscious effort this month of doing some more fun dates, whether it's buying a new board game or going to a new restaurant and just trying new things. And we can take Maverick with us on a lot of little dates as well. I also want to decorate for fall, which I plan on doing next weekend. And along with that, I want to make some new fall recipes. So I want to do some more baking this month. I really don't bake at all. It comes pretty easily to me, but I don't do it. So I want to try some new recipes, and then also find some new recipes for football appetizer. Next is I want to start our DIY projects. So we have a couple in mind that we want to do this fall. Most of them have to do with just some trim work and board and batten, things like that. We also want to hang some floating shelves above our downstairs half bathroom, and then our master bathroom upstairs I want to hang some above the toilet and then decorate them and make them functional. And then in our dining room we want to do some board and batten. I want to do some under our staircase. I'm obsessed with board and batten, so I would do it in every room if I could, but we won't. So I just want to get started on those projects because we finally got our nail gun, we got our air compressor, and we're ready to roll. So I will keep you updated on those projects. Next is I want to read either The Housemaid's Secret or The Inmate by Frida McFadden. So I would love to finish that book this month. And then my last 2 are just going to be carryovers from August, which is incorporating more cardio or HIIT workouts. I consider that cardio, and also to make that last doctor's appointment. Now, moving on to the business category, I want to host 2 open houses and door knock around those open houses. So we are out of town for 2 weekends of September, so that leaves me 2 free weekends to host open houses and do all the marketing around those. I also have a listing in a great community here called Palencia that we just put up at the end of August that I would love to have under contract for my sellers by this month. The average days on market in that community is between 40 and 90. So if I could do it in less than 30, then I will be very satisfied, and hopefully my sellers will be too. So that's a goal of mine. I want to make sure to post 4 YouTube videos again, so 1 a week. I want to finish up my brokerage's office, and I can't wait to show you probably next month how it turned out. Then I also want to finish my relocation guide, again, establish 5 new relationships with people in my sphere or just my area, and start building new friendships, new relationships, and yeah. And last but not least is the financial category. So again, Austin and I need to review our August budget and then set our budget for September. Part of that includes seeing where we can cut back on expenses so we can start saving for our vacations coming up. And then last but not least is still that same, make sure to tithe at least 10%, and then just make sure to keep an act of kindness in mind and just be able to give back and serve in that way. So yeah, that wraps up my September goals. And now I am going to make my little sheet. So I have a little picture frame that I put on my desk with my August goals in them, which was super helpful to see them all the time. And I felt like that helped me be able to check most of those goals off. So I'm going to recreate that for September and then put that up there on my desk. I'm not working at my desk right now because my husband's upstairs working and he's on phone calls for work all day long. So we just had to film this video down here, but this will go up on my desk when I'm done. Alrighty, I am going to wrap up this video here. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that it encouraged you to set some goals of your own for September, and also just take some time to reflect on last month and what changes you'd like to see coming up in the future. I always think it's important to just make little micro adjustments, and ultimately those little micro adjustments can change your life. So in any event, thank you so much for watching. As always, those of you who do watch and support my videos, I really do appreciate it, and I hope you have a fantastic September. Bye.